friends, and my apologies, but you know, I kind of do dedicate some time off from YouTube, especially when I'm home visiting my family. So I'm in Canada currently. I've been here for like 2 weeks already, which is crazy. The time is just flying by. Yeah, and I've just been having a blast, spending time with family and friends. We are camping again. Hey everybody, long time no see. I'm back in Germany. We had such a wonderful trip in Canada, visiting my friends and family, and it's been like 3 weeks that I've taken a break from YouTube, but that wasn't totally intentional. I kind of intended on posting a video kind of like halfway through my trip, but then I realized I only had like 3 minutes of footage, and we were like camping pretty much the whole time. There was a little bit like just between camping trips. But yeah, I didn't want to feel the pressure to do it. You know, I feel like this way every time I go back to Canada to visit family, like I just want to focus on that. I just want to be present. So I just said, whatever, I'm just gonna film more and post when I get back to Germany. So that's what I'm doing. So the first few days that we were there, it was over the weekend. I mean, we were just resting, getting over our jet lag, visiting family and friends. And then the following week we were camping. We went to Montana. So it was my husband's first time in the States. So we were camping at Glacier National Park. It is so beautiful there. Like, it was very green and lush. It was so hot though, but it was really nice. So we were camping there with family for about 5 days maybe. It was a lot of fun. I still have my boot on, and I had my boot on this whole trip because if you remember my last vlog, I broke my leg right before traveling. So I couldn't really do everything, but we made things work. All of my cousins that were camping there, they have all these modified electric bikes to like carry all of their children. And so they put me on the back of one of these bikes, and then my husband drove me around, and it was a lot of fun. And now he's convinced that he wants an electric bike too, because it's basically like an electric motorcycle. But it was a lot of fun. And there's a big lake there that's so clear and so nice. Of course, I couldn't go swimming because of my leg, but I put a plastic bag over top of it, and my husband rowed me out on a paddleboard to the lake, and that was fun. There was also a time where I was like laying in a dinghy, and he was pulling me with a kayak like to the middle of the lake, and it was so calm and serene, and it was just such a nice time. After that, we got home. We were just in town for a few days. I ended up getting my hair done again, so it's like a little bit blonder on top, and I just got my roots touched up. That was nice. And then we were back to camping just in Canada, and it's kind of fun. We would like go around to these little mountain towns to check out their like farmers markets, and it was just so much fun. Our trip back to Germany went pretty smoothly. We had, unfortunately, a casualty one of my really special mugs broke, and I'm really upset about it. But I decided in a future video I'm going to repair it with this kintsugi, I think it's called that. It's like this Japanese method where you're basically just like mixing the glue with gold dust, and then you fix it, and then it looks all pretty afterwards. So I'm gonna do that to fix it because it was a really special mug. Yeah, but everything else survived. Everything else got here good. I think probably the thing that got the most damage on the way over is me, because I have been so insanely jet lagged. Like, I think this is the worst that it has been, and I think also just because of the heat. We came back to Germany and it is in the middle of a heat wave. It's low 30s, so humid. I notice the humidity now after being in my dry area of Canada. It's so hot and humid, and it's been really difficult for me to sleep. So I've been really jet lagged. You know, yesterday I was pretty proud of myself for falling asleep around like 3 a.m. But the first night I got back, I slept the whole day, and then I was awake, and I couldn't fall asleep again until after 4 in the morning. It was terrible. So I'm counting down the days. I only have 2 more weeks with my cast on, and then I can start walking normal again. I gotta do some physiotherapy, which is gonna be kind of exciting because if you don't know, I'm studying physiotherapy here in Germany. So I think it's gonna be interesting to be like on the other side of it and get some patient experience. Yeah, and I'm just trying to like really get into things. I've decided I'm just gonna be super invested in my school this semester for the rest of, I have another 1.5 years of school left, so I'm gonna be invested that whole time. But I decided that it'd probably be good for me, especially like right after I come home from Canada. It's good to like really focus on something for my mental health. So I'm gonna really focus on school, focus on recovery with my leg, focus on getting stronger, and yeah. I also want to do some changes to my flat. We've talked about it a lot, and the thing is we wanted to move because our rent is increased, but there's just nothing available. So we could move to a different flat. We would be paying maybe like slightly less, but it would be like a significantly smaller amount of space. And so we're having a really hard time deciding if that's worth it or not. I'm kind of deciding now, should I invest a bit of money into this flat, or should I just save that money in case we move? I don't know. We're not super hopeful that we'll find anything in the price range that we want. So there might be a bit of a makeover vlog coming. Hey guys, so it's a bit later now in the afternoon. I was relaxing a bit. I had a shower, freshened up for my first day back at school tomorrow. You can definitely tell now that my hair is like clean and dry that it looks a bit blonder now, and obviously got my roots touched up. So before, you could really tell how much my hair had grown during the winter because it had grown out like a good few inches, I think. Yeah, and the thing is that with a broken leg, I cannot do that much stuff. So I've just been kind of relaxing since then. I've been knitting a lot lately just because that's something that I can do. I did do some chores since being home, but you know, it takes so much longer to do things and it's so much more effort that I'm just doing like a little bit every day, not really putting pressure on myself to get things done because that's just unreasonable. So we were thinking about going to the climbing gym today. Obviously, I wouldn't do anything, but you know, my husband hasn't been for a long time and we thought it'd be fun to go and I would just hang out with him while he climbs. But he's also very jet lagged. So maybe tomorrow we're gonna go and So we decided that instead we're just gonna go for a drive, just get out of the house. Like, I've been in the flat since I've been in Germany pretty much, and I need to get out. I think that'll also help me sleep a bit better, because obviously if I'm sleeping in a really long time and then I'm just like sitting on the couch not doing too much, that's not really gonna help me sleep the following evening. So I wanted to get out and do something to help me sleep tonight.